Yo, it's time to get it right. This is a show that's not about stats, not about numbers, it's about facts. Y'all gotta move, y'all gotta move. Give me the juice.
Yo, welcome back to my show. Let's get it right. I'm the host, Jonathan Juiceman Presley, and this is the flavor of the week. And I got a special guest joining me today, the power couple, the Keeping It Taylors themselves. What's up? Introduce yourself, please.
Go ahead first.
Well, I'm Angel Taylor.
And I'm Camel Taylor.
Camel Taylor, Angel Taylor. What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all good?
Yeah,
Always.
maintain.
Always. All right. Let's just get right into it. Some people know you, some people don't, but we're gonna make sure that they get to know y'all very, very well. Cause I picked you guys. One, I got history with my boy. You know, we go way back like Cadillac on 4 flats. You heard? But now, this is gonna be fun. I can't wait. He's a comedian. She's a comedian. They're a power couple in 2020, a crazy year. Let's just start like this. So you guys are in the music industry. You guys had some success. Y'all was on the radio, singing, you know, doing all the stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about that. What made y'all switch it up? You know, go full-time comedy.
It's not really a switch up. Music and comedy, they would you say they correlate, and it's just sometimes you gotta go with the flow of what takes off first. Music is still there. Music is well, you know, I want to say like a revamp or a relaunch or something like that. Yeah, we got many songs, man, that we haven't even put out yet. But it's all about the eyes, you know, waiting to have the certain amount of eyes, you know, that's on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
kind of like, okay, well, you could be funny and do music at the same time, which is pretty cool. So that's what we're doing. Like basically just wait until things get a little bit more bigger, you know, and then roll out. We roll out the music that's already out still.
I got you. So you're trying to music is still there. It's just on the back burner while you like build your reputation through the comedy. How's this working?
I don't even to say back burner. It's there to the people make it hot.
Right.
Okay.
We have our hands in a lot of things. So we have a lot of projects that we're doing as far as videos and podcasts and stuff like that. So it's like we're still going back to different stuff to get more content and more things in that. So we still gonna bring back the music.
The music game has changed, bro, is what I'm saying. Like if you're you and you get like you go viral tomorrow, and let's say you do something crazy like 100 million, anything that you have out there will get picked up. You know what I mean?
Right.
The next day you could roll out a song that you had out for 3 years, and like 100,000 of them 100 million people might check it out. You know what I'm saying?
You said if I get 1 million views, right? I think you hit that twice, right? Did you drop anything else out there? Let people see, like, hey, listen. I don't just do this. I also do this.
Yeah, you can do that. That's how the music game go.
Okay.
That's how the music game go. If you buzzing with anything else, you can roll out the music, man. And like I said, a lot of comedians started off as rappers, and now they're still rapping. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just like, oh, we ain't done rapping, we done rapping. It's just about if people gonna take it serious or not at that point.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? But they still rap.
Let me ask you this. So with this everyday change and all these different social platforms coming out, what made you guys, so you guys had, how many videos went, let's say, y'all very popular on the TikTok platform, right? You got a couple videos hit 1 million views. Make sure y'all shout them out in a second. All right, I want y'all to let them know where they can go find them if you haven't got to watch them. And they're hilarious. Especially that mango one. I love that one. I like the cousin, you know, we're going to get in that. But, you know, I'm just kind of curious, like, what made you, back to the platform, TikTok started coming out, then you was like, you know what part made you like, you know what, I'm going to use this to kind of build my reputation?
The versatile. I think the fact that TikTok, you can do so many different videos and things with it, and everything is so instant. I think the whole fact that we could be ourselves on TikTok is what pretty much made us decide, okay, we're going to use this platform. And we seen that a lot of the videos that we would put out would hit. So it was just like it take off faster than it would on Facebook or Instagram and things like that. So we pretty much just use that platform as our main go-to for any type of videos or content that we pretty much trying to put out. So
Okay.
I would say that it was never never a thing where it was like at the first second it wasn't like we finna just get big on here. I honestly just like the way that the video, like the different type of content that I was able to do on TikTok compared to anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
With
right, right.
with the remakes of scenes and
Okay.
videos or
So let's jump right into it. Remakes of scenes. So we had one that went like viral, right? Let's talk about that a little bit. What was the thought behind? Let's talk about the scene. Let's talk about the videos that went viral, right? And where they can find them. And what was the who comes up with the ideas? Like, where did this all formulate from? Who's the brain in operation?
well, the first video that went viral, I'll say like it probably only got like 21,000 views right now on TikTok, but it went viral on Facebook. You know what I mean? So
that's how I want to go viral on. Go ahead. What video? Go ahead. I want to hear it.
It was the bass video. Yeah.
That's what. Hey, tell them about it though. What's the bass video?
It was a hood video. I thought of the idea where Angel would sleep, and it didn't even go how the video originally went. It was kind of sometimes when I come up with things, I change it like 90 times right before I record it. So I woke her up and was like, hey, let's do this video. Well, she got up, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I was getting up, and then as soon as I woke up, he came in the room and was like,
let's
"Hey,
do this
I got this video I want us to do."
Yeah,
and I was just like, "Okay."
Then I just formulated it, like I formatted it while we did it. Like I was like, well, I'm gonna wear this and stand outside. Then you could be the neighbor with like the water hose. It went something like that. And I was like, I'll just be that one cousin that I am that pull up. It's just me, period. So it was like
everybody got that cousin. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Everybody got that cousin. They got that loud ass bass. You know what I mean?
And then since it was a song, because I'm very like I'm gonna say like not music, but like when you're using people music, you know what I'm saying? It's just you want to try to like be careful about making a profit off of it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't put it on my fan page on Facebook, but I put it right on just my regular page.
Right.
And by that night, I think it was at like 30K.
Right.
Somebody
like
was
that.
When I first dropped it, somebody hit me and said, "Man, that video gonna go viral, bro." And I ain't think nothing of it because I was already making another video.
Right.
Go ahead.
Which other videos went viral? You got another one.
Well, at first it was just that one because that one went viral. Then I had an audio company take it on Instagram and it did like 200K, 300K. Then another audio company picked it up and it did about the same thing. Then it did like, you know, a couple thousand on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I don't never do that. So You know, it was just going everywhere, man. So and you know, right now it's still at like I think it's almost like 700K. So like I said, it was just so it's crazy because it was out a few weeks, and then all of a sudden it started going crazy on TikTok. Now it would hit like 20K, and people was like, "Why isn't this viral?" I had some people asking like on TikTok, like, "Why isn't this video have more plays?"
What about that? I'm about to get a bunch more. You ain't worry about that. Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you one that you ain't talking about, but you was talking about remaking scenes. That R. Kelly. That was my thing right there. That R. Kelly, y'all did the perfect one for that. Yeah. R. Kelly.
Because even that one is like still like low. TikTok is it's timing sometimes with a lot of the videos. So it's more like I seen a guy who maybe did a scene and he had like 30K. You know, I mean, maybe 300,000, and then it's a girl came literally like a year after him. did the same scene, she got like 2 million.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
So
You're
it's
right
like
in timing. How many followers you got right now?
almost, I think it's
On
like
TikTok, we have like 50,000.
50, 51, something like
Okay.
that.
You got 1 million views on which video?
We're almost at
On TikTok,
52.
we have 2 videos so far that has 1 million views. We have the one where our daughter was getting her ears pierced for the first time. And she didn't cry. So it's that one, and then we got the one where basically I give her an egg, and she have to see if she's gonna be gentle with it or what she gonna do
But
with
she
it.
didn't board it yet.
So I didn't. So it's just a raw
All
egg
the
that I got.
parents boarded the egg, and she didn't board the egg.
Well, I didn't know you had to boil the egg. It just said give a toddler an egg, and they supposed to be gentle with
I'm
it.
just
She started trying to eat the egg, and then at the end she realized, wait a second, no, this, and she threw it down. So that's one
she
that.
bit into the egg, bro. But the one with her ears pierced, it was I had that video. That video was from she was when she turned 1 in October.
Right.
October last year.
Yeah, she didn't cry, but I had recorded it, and it was just like a first experience. It was just like, let me record this, you know.
Right. Then you just put it out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm talking about. I didn't think she wouldn't cry. Like I just was
Right.
just, you know, just to be recording her, and then when she didn't cry. So one morning, I was just going through the videos, man. Mind you, we putting out. And we're doing a lot of videos a day, bro. Like 9 to 10 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? And then we just throw them out just to see the timing and see what hits, what don't hit. You know.
Right. I mean, hey, it makes sense. Let me ask you this. So, watching you guys have a lot of, let's say, BET, Tyler Perry type feel. You know, that makes sense. There's a lot of things that Black culture understands. Like, although the mango tree is down here in Florida, everybody understands that one. Nobody knows the mango tree. That's about to go viral. I promise you. That's the best one. That's the best one. But like, you guys like basically geared towards a certain audience. Is that like is that strategy, or is that just like natural? I guess.
I don't really say like it's towards like a certain audience. I just try to make things more like relatable. So we was doing like lately been doing like Florida type videos because just make it relate to people in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it, when you're doing things, you're never gonna. I don't know. Some people they do target people, but I don't. But it's just the internet's gonna grab what they want to grab, and certain crowds is gonna grab it regardless. You know what I'm saying? But I think that if you like me, I just concentrate on like us. We just concentrate on what's relatable. You know what I'm saying?
We never try to actually steer towards a certain audience.
Yeah.
Mind you, we do keep certain audience as far as age group in mind when we do certain videos, but as far as race or culture and everything, we don't really try and hit or target anyone. We mainly just trying to, it's natural. So a lot of our videos is natural videos that we do on the daily.
When people want to figure out about a certain culture, I would like to be the person that you would come to. Like if I do a mango video, so you trying to figure out what's the culture in Florida, like how people get mangoes off trees, then you're gonna come to that video, whether you know, just trying to figure out. So that's what we've been doing lately, just trying to get people to see more of the Florida culture videos. Just like the chicken tennis video that we did, and Publix liked the video.
Okay. You know, it's crazy because like I didn't even know that my mother-in-law used to take my wife to go and do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because you posted it. Yeah, man. Like, damn, mango like this for real. That's a real thing out here.
Your mom said her mom said she used to ask.
Yeah, I bet.
She put a little nose like calling her mama. You know what I'm saying? When I said it. But that's what because I mean, we used to do that growing up. So I was just telling Angel, let's just do this video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, it's perfect though. Y'all chemistry in the video though is so prominent. Like, let me ask you this: you talked about the culture a little bit and how you try not to gear towards a certain like race when it comes to your audience.
Right.
With the politics being pushed so much in out there on social media and everywhere, how do you guys avoid it? Because y'all don't really get involved in it. I know I had a conversation with you off air before, Sherrick, when you just said people that know you, so you don't need to put it out there. You guys want to touch on like how you stay out of politics when it's everywhere right now? Because it's everywhere right now.
Same way you stay away from cheating, you just don't do it. It's so easy. It's so easy.
That's simple.
It's so easy. It's so easy, bro.
It's such a touchy topic, so we try to stay away from it because with everything being so touchy, you never know what's the right or wrong answer.
Right.
So it's best not to even entertain it. We just mainly just try to keep everybody laughing, like try to keep an uplifted spirit.
But Black Lives Matter. If
The real message of Black Lives Matter means Black Lives Matter. Okay?
Yeah. Equality. We do have 4 kids, so you can't steer away from.
Right.
That actually goes right into my next question. What's the motivation behind all this? Like, do you guys have like a plan? Y'all just having fun? I know you just said you got 4 kids, so obviously that's part of the motivation of why you're doing what you're trying to do. But can you kind of like, when does all start? Like, what's the motivation behind what you're doing right now? And do you have a next step? Anything y'all want to share?
We're writing a book.
Name of the book?
Huh?
What's the name of the book? Got Juice? Keep it tailored? No, none of that.
The name of the book is Afternoon Sex, man.
Afternoon Sex? Oh, dude. I know y'all be doing that what, men versus women thing. Y'all be doing that sometimes. Y'all be, I seen that back in the day with y'all little podcast, because y'all had a podcast too. Remember that? I remember that.
Yeah, we try to have that going. I think right now we just building a platform for our kids to just let them know that no matter what it is you want to do, like the door is so wide open, especially with social media, so many things you can do nowadays. So we mainly just building an avenue and building, a path that they can take just in case they decide they want to do that. Like if they decided they want to do acting, like right now the kids are getting more into us doing videos. So they're learning about pranks and learning about how to act and how to, relate and things like that in videos. So it's just something that we just trying to get them.
I don't want our kids to miss the trend of things and how it's gonna be when they get to a certain age, man. Because one thing about the internet is only gonna get bigger. The phone's only gonna get better.
Right.
The computers and technology, everything's gonna get better. And when you're not learning this stuff as the adult, you're gonna kind of deprive the kids, because the only way they're gonna learn is from their friends. But they can only know so much because their friends are gonna be 10 times ahead of the game. So I'm pretty sure you've seen people who jumped on the internet or jumped on this and that early off and figured out, dang, this place has certain potential, other than certain people who probably sat there and played and didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like, I just want to show my boys a different route, because everybody piles sports on boys. And I think that, man, you could be a movie director, anything. If you do play sports, cool, but you still got these other tools and stuff that's in here. And just another thing, it would be just showing people that, Black couples and that type of love do exist, and that you can work with your partner, bro, because a lot of people think that they can't work with their partner. So we just
feel like
put the mold and be strong.
I feel like you're reading my notes, because that's like my next question. I swear. It's like, you guys represent a power couple. You know what I'm saying? Take us through the chemistry, how long y'all been together, and like, for real, because y'all young, Black couple. I'm a young couple married, the whole nine, and it's very rare to see that. What's that?
I think we went to your wedding.
I mean, you was my best man. I hope you was at my wedding. But now, like, for real though, like it's so rare. How, like you said, you represent Black culture and Black couples, staying together. Can you talk about that? Take us through like your chemistry, how long y'all been together. Just you don't gotta go crazy into it, but it's tough. Young couples it's hard to stay together. They push this this out there.
It is. So we've been together for 6 years, going on 6 years, and the chemistry and everything is basically just open. Like we allow each other to be the best we can be. Whenever we see each other downing, or if we see weakness in something that we potentially can see them grow in. Of course, we sit down, we have conversations, and we talk it out. Of course, I am the stubborn in the marriage, so a lot of times we do butt heads. But at the end of the day, we just have to see it from the other person's point of view. So a lot of times, I pretty much just allow him to be who he is, and I never want to hide behind his shadow or want him to hide behind mine. If I see him lacking, I always try to uplift him and always try to, let him know that no matter what route you decide to take, um, I'm gonna be there standing behind you, and vice versa. So I think when it comes to marriage, it is hard. You will have your trials and your tribulations, but at the end of the day, you have to realize that you love each other and remember what you're going through this route for. Like, what is it that you guys are married for, and what you guys want to achieve in the future?
That.
Man,
Well, you gotta say, you gotta follow that up.
huh?
What do
You
you
gotta
think?
follow that up. Good luck.
Yeah, whatever she said, that's on her. She said what she said. But listen, I mean, pretty
He
much.
said, I second that.
Pretty much that's what it is. But I mainly say something that she didn't cover with just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I think that's the key in relationship. I don't care what it is. If I feel like the top of her nose stink, I'm just tell her that the top of her nose got a smell to it. And it don't matter. It could be the middle of the night. It's just, but she at least know that I won't let her walk out any kind of way or be any kind of way. She's taught me a lot of things. I've taught her a lot of things. And that just comes from being honest, for real.
Right.
So if you're not being honest and being vocal, because she used to have that vocal problem, have problems and don't say it, hide them. You gotta just, hey, man, this happened right now. This is going on. I don't like it. That's what it is. Boom. And then if it's a problem, y'all gonna move on from it, especially if y'all want to be together. That's what's gonna make it strong and keep it strong, bro.
Right.
And when you're lying and doing all this other crazy stuff, it's
Amen.
only bring the problems.
Amen. That goes for all you little trifling out there. You can make it work. You can make it work. Just stick by his side, hold him down, and I'm just playing. Back to the serious stuff.
Definitely.
You can make it work. And it sucks that's pushed out there. Relationships don't really last. Marriage is divorce and blah blah, and it's not true. You know what I mean? I don't believe it's true. I met my soulmate, been with her.
The percentage due to like it being in social media and things like that, the percentages have went up high. But because that's just because people are not being truthful to themselves, even when it comes down to being on social media and stuff. Some people like to get on social media and be a whole nother person, and then when that other person you're talking to, you're dealing with, they get on social media and see who you're being. It's like, why you done been somebody different on social media before.
Right.
You don't put a comment or two in your wife and like, what is that? Like, and with some people they can't take it, and they really break up over social media. So that's why the percentage is up due to social media.
It sounds like fragile and sensitive people. Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but just people just not being them, bro, and other people not liking their partner, not liking it.
Right. Okay.
Then it's when you could get on something and see 815 other females, that brings infidelity problems and
Especially you got a wandering eye. That goes for women too, though. Don't just put it on us. You just put it on us. It's not just us.
You remember back when you used to be able to like get on the internet and it'll tell you a girl was like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Line and stuff. It was hard to find anybody, but now you can get on Facebook and really find 1,000 people around your area. So it's like it's too accessible. So if you're, you know what I'm saying, you're doing the right thing, your partner just have to make sure that everybody's treating each other right. And through the toughest of the toughest. So.
And I feel like everything has to be between you and your partner. I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people in marriage nowadays, they look for what marriage is supposed to be. And I feel like it's you and your partner at the end of the day. So y'all have to make y'all marriage work for y'all. And y'all have to keep it between y'all. When you going out and you involving other people in your marriage and you getting advice from this, that, and the third, then that's where the confusion lies, because you don't know who your partner is because you're too busy listening to other people. So I think like everything has to be between you and your partner, and you have to find that common ground. Everything is a compromise when it comes to marriage. So you pretty much have to make your marriage what it is. Like we used to have, well, I personally, I don't know about him, but I used to have the thing in our beginning of marriage where it's like, well, I think marriage supposed to be like this. We supposed to act this way. We supposed to feel this way. But it's like, no, marriage is what you make it. Like y'all are taking this path together, so y'all have to agree. Okay, this is the rules that we're gonna apply in our marriage, and this is how we're gonna move forward towards it. So.
Agree, because marriages are different. They're not the same. My marriage isn't like your guys' marriage, and vice versa, and how it should be. And a lot of times, like people like to use social media to address their problems, to get other people involved. Like like, and when you start doing that, then obviously the downfall. It's gonna be downfall to any relationship. When you start, a lot of people, even myself, have this thing where we go people pleasing. So then we, and when you allow it to affect your relationship, it's definitely toxic. But when you see couples like you guys, and people see me and my wife, that to me it shows promise, because if you want to make it work, young couple, old couple, whatever, you can make it work. You can make it work. Before we get out here, let's get back to y'all success. So what's up? What's the end goal? Where can people find you? I'm gonna put some stuff up there so people get to see all you guys, see where they find you. So if they don't hear what you're about to say, they're gonna be able to find you.
It's Angel and Camo Taylor on Facebook. Angel, what's your IG?
My IG is Angel_Taylor26.
Mine's is Camo the Creator.
Camo the Creator. So you're the brains behind the operation. You just say the claim.
Not always.
Okay.
Majority of the time.
Majority, okay.
All of the creating does come from.
It comes from a
I
higher.
feel you, man. If you get 51% of the time, you be the creator. You feel me? That's more than half.
I just want 49.9.
49.9.
Don't matter, hey, but TikTok is Camo and Angel Taylor. Make sure that is correct. I'm pretty sure that's correct. There's so many names, bro. Camo and Angel Taylor on TikTok. The goal is to start working with brands, man, and because that's gonna push out the family more. You know what I mean? And then I didn't, to the social media thing is so brand new to me. Like, mind you, people, I just got on TikTok April 1st, like for real, April 1st went viral April 3rd. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it's crazy. And been doing over 1 million views every month since.
If you got a dream.
Right, you gotta push, because even redoing the movie scenes and having Taraji retweet it to her 5.5 million followers.
Taraji P. Henson? That one? You talking about Empire? Hustle and Flow? Yeah, that one? Ooh,
yeah.
Ooh.
I just talk about it like she just
you just gloss over. You're just like, Taraji P. just going to retweet my stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing, no big deal. Let me ask you this real quick. So I applaud you because you're doing all this, with your wife, and you're doing it for the kids and so forth. You have family members. You talking about getting endorsements. You have family members that are in, let's say, big situations, right? You got some professional and so forth. And yet, I don't ever, and I applaud you for this because a lot of people want handouts. I don't ever see you trying to get them to help assist you. 2 questions: why not? And does that make you stronger doing it all by yourself, like just you guys?
I treat them type of situations and those people like normal people. You know what I mean? Because I do expect, I hold everybody to a certain expectation when it comes down to sharing and liking work. Like when I was doing music, it's okay if you didn't like the music, but then I know I've been making you laugh for years. So when I started doing the comedy, like, come on, you mean to tell me you don't want to laugh? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I have like cousins that have, man, I can't say like I don't get enough calls from. I could say my cousin Philip Buchanan is one. He calls me all the time. My wife would tell you. He called me all the time with ideas, and he has friends out in Hollywood, et cetera, et cetera. He was like, with all kind of advice. But other people, I mean, some people just live in their own world, man. So I don't really, what I'm saying, think about it that much as far as the dang, he ain't shared a video, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's always that questions like, why, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's bad on my end because I talk to these people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I text, I'm a person that they choose to ask for certain things and come and say, but on the back end, it's sad, but that's just the way that it goes with certain individuals and certain family. You know what I mean? You will never.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, you will never get. So I don't really say that. I don't let it get to me, but you know what I'm saying. Of course, and that's not gonna make me stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because those people aren't known by the people that I'm trying to get, their attention.
I got you.
So it's like, what can, you know what I'm saying? You can do a lot for me, but, you know what I'm saying? The people who I want to get at, you might not even be able to, you're not going to be able to reach them.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's just how I treat it. And I already know that what I'm working on going to be bigger than anything anyway. So you already got to have that in your head. So whether they jump in it or not, you'll find yourself really at one point just looking for a handout.
But also, another aspect is that, like, sometimes it's better, like, let me just speak for myself, see if you can relate to it. It's better to do something from your ground up, advertise yourself, advertise your skills, so you have something that somebody can get behind, like, that's real, that's a substance. And right now, I feel like you guys are building up your reputation. You guys are building this big platform on your own. And then eventually you can put that up to somebody like, listen, this is what I did. What's up? Can you back me? And that's how you get the endorsements, So I think like it's a two-way street. Like, one, you are getting stronger, whether you want to admit it or not, doing it by yourself, without the backing, without this and that and the third. But the other side of that coin is you keep building your reputation, and then eventually you're going to have these people that's going to back you, and they're going to, you just talked about endorsements. You never know, man. They don't have to have that Hollywood connection. They can have that money that help you get into a different, studio or so forth, or you get you a producer or whatever it is that you might need. I don't know.
I look at that, bro. If somebody's, let's say, like, I don't have a cousin inside Hollywood, right?
Right.
That's where I'm trying to go. See what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
See, when you got cousins that are big with sports, they sometimes they can only help with people within that
world.
That world. When they cross over to your world, they'll be at zero. Just the way you
don't know where to go. Like, I don't know where you want me to go. Like, which way?
Sometimes the money in that, it don't even matter. It just means you could just buy a lot of these lights and cameras and stuff that I got. But
you want substance.
You still have to create the content. You still have to connect with people. So I would say this. I'm going to be that person because they're going to want to cross over. Everybody wants to cross over to entertainment. So that's why you have to do your part. Like, I'm doing my part now. So whenever you cross over, you ain't going to have no choice but to call and say, now the conversation is different than, hey, how many, you did tonight or whatever. Now it's like, hey, bro, hey, man, you got this going on, blah, blah, blah. Now you on my time. You know what I'm saying? And that conversation and that stuff will be different then. But that's what I meant about earlier by saying, by saying what I was saying earlier about,
You got the juice now, bro. You got the juice. I know it's corny, but hey, for real. You got the juice. Because that means, like, for real, though, that means, like you telling everybody in this world, people that actually everybody wants handouts. Like, help me get here. You let them know, like, listen, man, make yourself, create yourself. That way people start coming on your time instead of you got to, like, bow down to other people. Because one thing, you start getting in people's pockets, now all of a sudden they start owning you and they start being on the manipulate and silence your voice and not allow you to do certain things, I applaud you, man. Salute, both of you.
Thank you.
Anything y'all want to say before we close out? I appreciate y'all coming on here. My flavor of the week. It's gonna be lovely. I know. It's trust me. It's gonna be so beautiful.
We appreciate you having us.
Yeah, that. And I noticed a lot of people they don't have a lot of, because I didn't know it was a big world on like couples and things that you can do. So I can just tell people, I mean, if that's something that you want to do, don't never worry about other people that are doing it.
Right.
You just got to find your way to do it.
Right.
So find your way to doing whatever it is you want to do. It's always different ways to do things. I don't care. Don't nobody drive the car the same way.
Right.
I know I don't. So, and you do that and you push it. I don't care where you at. The internet everywhere.
Right.
So, as long as you pay your Wi-Fi bill or you got your neighbor password, yeah, all right, you good to go.
Good to go.
So, you know what I'm saying? Push it. And man, you got kids. Don't push them when you pushing your dreams.
Oh, you're gonna drop the bomb real quick.
Yeah,
right,
don't push them.
A
Just
lot of people live to their kids.
push
too
you,
much.
because we only use them when it's working for them. I just tried to do a video with the twins the other day. They didn't want to do it like that.
Right.
You could kind of tell. I was like, hey man, it's cool. Let's go. Go in the room and play. This ain't your area anyway. You just assisting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know they
kids.
have fun with it from time to time, but it's always on their time.
Right.
But some people, they get something going with their kids, and then they have to push them and go.
Right.
If my daughter's gonna be the next Raven Simone, she gonna be the next Raven Simone, but it's gonna be on her time. And they're gonna take her to Disney and make Disney milk her for 24 hours a day. I could write this stuff and get it done myself, and it'll be on my time.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Find your way and do your thing, and do it on your time, bro.
I have a really good friend who, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and shout him out. Tyson, West Coast Cowboy. He tells me all the time about how building his brand. You know, I don't want to work for the next man. That's kind of what you just preached right there. So I felt like it's a good way to plug him in, because you kind of speaking the same thing, and that's a perfect way to close out, man. I appreciate you coming on here, both of you guys. Lovely couple right there. Really good friends, really good people. Make sure you guys follow them. Laugh. Trust me, you're gonna be laughing. You're like, man, I should have been following them a long time ago. I don't do TikTok, but I might actually download TikTok just so I can follow them, because I be following them on Twitter. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You get a lot of material on there too, but I'm sure TikTok, you got a whole bunch I ain't seen. So I'm gonna have to go and get on that.
Yeah.
Hey man, you guys be safe. Thanks for coming on the Flavor of the Week. All right, peace and love.
Afternoon sex time. Check the book out when it drops.
Afternoon sex. Ooh, this already sounds juicy.
Look like it's about that time. So.
Y'all gotta move. Give me some room.